It has begun, guys, the new missions to unlock the new legendary champion Ramantu, which is absolutely broken, but there is a couple of things I want to caution you guys to not do or to do on time if you want to progress as quickly as possible to get to this champion. It is going to take a long time, but there certainly is a couple of things you can do to prevent you from stalling. So let's jump right in. Let's first start with a quick overview of Ramantu Drakesblood and why you want this champion as quickly as possible, or at least for me, because this is a stripper 100% chance, as well as placing block active skills or block passive skills, a new type of debuff. I would assume this is going to be some kind of counter to all those torments and whatnot, so this will be absolutely fantastic. Then you have a single target debuff for decreased defense, weaken, decreased speed, block buffs, as well as maybe an AoE true fear if you place all of those, or if there's already 4 debuffs, I would assume, on that target. You have the increasing of the cooldown of the one of the target's skills at random by 1 turn, which is fantastic. And then a cool passive as well, where basically if you get one of these debuffs, you will then sort of get increased speed, fill your turn meter, and get a shield buff on top of all that. And we also have a really good accuracy aura. So guys, you really want to get this champion as quickly as possible. Let's check out a couple of things to not do. So the number one thing to not do is to use your better glyphs. You do have missions that say use 10 glyphs to upgrade artifacts or accessory substats. That's the easy part. Later on, I do believe you have a couple more here. Use 20 glyphs to upgrade artifacts or accessory substats. Again, that is easy to do. There's probably a little bit more, but then right here, all right, a little bit later on, about 20 missions in, get 5-star max substat upgrades using rank 5 or higher glyphs. So you want to save the level 5s and the level 6s for specifically that mission. The next thing to consider is the Doom Tower. The first set of missions do seem to revolve around the normal Doom Tower. For example, today I was already able to complete the boss floor level 10 right on the normal Doom Tower, which allowed me to get past this mission right here. But then as we keep going on, I do believe it keeps going up here with the Doom Tower, right? So level 20 Doom Tower right there, normal Doom Tower again, level 30 right there, and level 40 right there. Keep going here, level 50 right here, and I think it goes all the way to probably level 80 if I'm not mistaken, level 70 right there. Let's keep going here, and that's it looks like right here. Okay, so level 80. So make sure you do that first before you start undertaking the hard Doom Tower. The next thing you want to consider is this mission right here, where you want to earn 10,000 points in events. This does not look like it is retroactive, so the second you get to this mission, you have to start working on the current events in the game, and we only have an artifact enhancement event and a dungeon divers event. And if you want to somehow try and complete that today, that basically means completing all of the artifact enhancement event and probably a good portion of the dungeon divers event, which only has 18 hours left. I would assume it is going to be additive to the next events that are going to be released, but I just started working on this one, doing a couple of the artifacts, and I'm only at 658 points, so this is certainly going to take a while. The next thing you don't want to do right now, guys, is crafting. Hold off on doing your crafting. I know there's a clan versus clan tournament ongoing right now, and it's very tempting to try and generate more points with that. Maybe you're desperate for silver, so you want to do a little bit of crafting, but you will have a lot of forge missions. For example, crafting 10 artifacts of rank 5 or higher at the forge, all right? And later on, I do believe you get more of those. Again, craft 10 artifacts at the forge using rank charms, so your rank charms will come into play. I would assume your rarity charms will come into play, probably the other charms as well. Crafting 10 helmets at the forge using helmet charms. So again, you will need all the types of materials, probably all the types of the charms for you to get through all of these missions. So hopefully you've been hoarding here a little bit like I have, so that you can complete those as quickly as possible. This next point is something you want to get ready for: fusing rosin scarhide. I don't have that done on my account because I pulled my own, so that means I need to be really careful with the champions I'm going to use, let's say, as food for something else, or else I'm not going to be able to get past that mission. But later on, you do have another similar one where basically it says that you need to summon any champion from fragments. So most likely the upcoming fusion of Rule, you want to hang on to that champion until you get to this mission. If you have more fusions or more fragment fusions ready to go, perhaps hang on to those as well until you get to that point. The next thing you want to plan for is the arena, not the classic arena, tag arena. First of all, you need to unlock it, but eventually you need to reach higher tiers. So if you've been ignoring that part of the game, looks like now you're forced to play tag arena. So one thing is reaching higher tiers, for example, bronze 2. I do believe it goes all the way up to silver 1. We will confirm in a second. But then there is also something else here that has to do with spending gold bars, if I'm not mistaken. Not right there. Let's keep going. Right there. Exchange 15,000 gold bars at the bazaar. So start hoarding those gold bars if you haven't already. And then all the way to the end here, I do believe the reach silver 1 in tag arena is one of those missions. So hopefully you can start preparing for this right now as well. The next 3 things you want to consider is the Nightmare campaign, the keeps, and the new dungeons. It does look like you will need to do literally everything, and not in the last part, literally as of this part right here to progress. For example, clearing stage 7 of Fellowswind's Gate on Nightmare, but eventually you also need to get 3 stars on that one. Then you also have, I believe, at least 3 of the dungeons, if I'm not mistaken, the Ice Golem, the Fire Knight, and the Dragon level 25 on auto right here. All right, so the Fire Knight, and we also have some of the keeps in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure right here, Spirit Keep, stage 20, 10 times on auto. So guys, you have to start getting ready for this. Start thinking of some of the champions you might need to complete this, because it is not going to be easy. We do have already guides for you guys on YouTube, speed runs, the whole thing. So make sure you keep tuning in so that I can keep guiding you guys on how to complete this. So here's a quick recap for you guys before I let you go. You basically want to be careful with your glyphs. You also want to focus on the normal Doom Tower. You want to hold off on crafting your equipment. You certainly want to do a ton of event points when you're going to encounter that specific mission. So make sure you are ready for that. You also need to consider the new dungeons, the new keeps, the new campaign. You also want to hold off on some fragment fusions to be ready for when you get that mission specifically. So guys, there is a lot of things to take into account if you don't want to get stuck on specifically one mission for a very long time, especially the ones where I didn't really talk about, which was basically the faction crypts, right? For me, they're all completed. It looks like some players actually, it wasn't retroactive for them, so that is causing an issue where they have to literally wait until they can unlock that faction crypt and then go ahead and complete it again. So I don't know if that is going to be fixed, but also try and be cautious with that aspect of it. So hopefully you guys are not affected by this little glitch. But there you have it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. As you can see right here, my teams are literally not working for the new level 21 and up to 25 dungeons. So we have a lot of work ahead of us, and I'll catch you guys later.